The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. We're currently hovering at 52.5 cents. The truth is that I was afraid we would fall even further today, but we have begun to climb back up. Plus, all I can do is wait for XRP to make a splash. Seeing us confined to this channel between 50 and 55 cents is incredibly annoying. The event will take place. The only question is when. Additionally, many continue to anticipate a monumental crypto-related September. In anticipation of rate cuts by the Fed, everyone is holding their breath. I was trying to convince someone to invest in cryptocurrency during our recent conversation, and they emailed me this as a result. Given that I am acquainted with several new investors in this field, I figured it would be a good idea to share it with everyone here. 10 good arguments against putting your money into cryptocurrency. Volatility is at the top. Yes, there is volatility at the moment, but I believe that will eventually change. Volatility will eventually give way to stability once the price of these cryptocurrencies is driven by their utility. Regulation is no different. Additionally, you observe an unregulated frontier in the absence of sheriffs. But now that laws are on the horizon, mass adoption will occur suddenly, putting digital Fort Knox at risk of being attacked. Of course, there are security concerns, yet, many crypto holders lose their money to fraud. They believe in things that are obviously not real, such as Ripple, which promises to double your XRP and uses bogus artificial intelligence. Intrinsic Value is the subject of a House of Cards video by Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. So, it's no secret that cryptocurrency has no foundation. However, I believe that will change once tokenized assets populate these networks. For example, XRP will be able to move the value of tokenized assets stored on the XRP ledger, as well as the world's money, which is used for illicit activities every day. That sounds like an official initiative. While it's true that cryptocurrency can be used for illegal purposes, it's just like any other currency. Problematically, there are much more legitimate uses for the US dollar than there are for cryptocurrency. While more and more companies are testing the waters of cryptocurrency, broader acceptance is still a ways off, despite all the talk about how great cryptocurrencies are. The lack of restrictions is the reason behind this. At the moment, this just applies to Bitcoin, but once regulations are in place, adoption will follow, and we will see an increase in the number of use cases. The scaling problems of XRP, a green cryptocurrency, are well known. As was previously known, Bitcoin's scalability is an issue. But XRP can grow. Every one of the world's more than 8 billion inhabitants can make use of it. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, is a certain way to ruin things. People comprehend the global purpose of cryptocurrencies but are still hesitant to invest in them, which is the main cause of fear of missing out, FOMO. Until its price starts to skyrocket, they are hesitant to put money into it. On the other hand, they're not participating. Just because XRP is worth more than $1 doesn't mean you should buy it at that price. I think FOMO is more of a personal issue when it's $1, when it's 50 cents again. As for me, I'm taking advantage of the current bubble by purchasing XRP at rock bottom costs. This area is becoming less hyped due to the height uncertainty, as I've told him in numerous vids. I think Bitcoin is definitely in a bubble, and utility is starting to get traction in this industry. When Tether begins to decline and lose its peg, Bitcoin will fall along with it, and Bitcoin will have no value to rely on. Now, when XRP starts to move due to its utility, we will see its value based on real use cases and individuals using it. Additionally, I believe that XRP will eventually experience scarcity. But before you put your money into cryptocurrency, let me run over these 10 reasons why you shouldn't. On the other hand, there should be 10 reasons not to put money into Bitcoin, since the majority of those arguments cover Bitcoin alone. They have nothing to do with cryptocurrency that is driven by utility. A lot of individuals will lose out on the chance to build wealth that lasts generations and achieve financial independence because of pieces like these. Plans for the digital shift by 2030. The shift to digital is happening regardless of your feelings about it. Oh, come on. A lot of people commented that when I displayed Agenda 2030 in a video yesterday. It will be 2030 before anything happens, Rich. There is no plan. This time range, 2030, was proposed by the World Economic Forum. That is also true of the United Nations and the International Monetary Fund. This is already in progress, so it will be completed far more quickly. The banks are rushing headfirst into the digital era. Most of the adoption, in my opinion, will occur shortly once regulations are in place. All of this will happen in the next few years. Your influence will have faded by 2030. If you do not own XRP by 2025 or 2026, you will have missed out on the current price point and will likely never see it again. Assuming CBDC is a coupon, I don't see XRP ever falling below $1 again. This isn't your dime. Everyone knows that the government wants programmable money, so they can control exactly what people can possess with it. Everything that comes from the government will be programmed, but I keep telling people that this is more for the people who will be dependent on government money, like food stamps and welfare now. The impoverished are their targets. Even the International Monetary Fund and the most talked about parallel systems can't keep the wealthy from leaving this system once they grow rich. But I believe their goal is to establish a society where the impoverished will never be able to escape their poverty. You can't start a business or put money aside for emergencies. Even the CBD products you purchase will be under their control. This is the shadow side of a CBDC when it's handled correctly. The technology in question is perfectly okay. All that matters are the individuals in charge. To be more specific, how will we end up in that situation where a CBDC is necessary? Perhaps this very thing is it. It's the same way they declare a recession, just like in 2008. The greatest collapse the world has ever seen is about to unfold, and I fear it will dwarf 2008 in significance. We will suddenly awaken to a completely different financial system once the entire system has been frozen. A mild landing is in store for the United States, according to the 2008 IMF survey. Soft landing for us, economy, and projects of the Fed chairman. The U.S. economy in 2007 was heading for a soft landing. A gentle landing for the economy in 2007 from the Federal Reserve. The 2008 financial catastrophe followed, as is well known, but they continue to assert the same things. Thus, this is the outcome that we can expect. We will have a crisis. This time around, digital currency will be the solution to the problem. The transition to the digital era will happen all at once, and Fed today will be pivotal to it. As a result, Fednow will avoid failure at all costs. The federal agencies that handle the daily transactions of trillions of dollars are indispensable to the provision of services to millions of people. So, Fed currently will keep running even if there's a crisis, because it will help the public a lot. Consider this scenario: how can the Federal Reserve avoid collapse in the event of a liquidity crisis? As we move forward with the new financial system, you must have a solution that offers instant liquidity. This demonstrates why XRP is necessary. The future of XRP isn't just in the hands of Fednow. Stellar XRP, XLM, Stronghold, and HBAR will all be interconnected with Fednow and ISO 222. This network has been in the works for quite some time. In fact, it was discussed and worked on for a digital system as early as 2015 or 2016, but I believe it is now finished. In my opinion, the United States system is probably fully operational at this point. They might launch anytime soon. All we have to do is wait for the catastrophe to occur. Seeing my video is an honor. Bye for now, and please subscribe and like my channel.